This week is Apple's yearly OS updates. So I'm, it's questionable, but I always go ahead and like jump on the updates immediately, even though they're always, system updates are always a little bit buggy for the first like point version or two. So hopefully everything will work today. I'm better about it with certain things, like updating Python for the game and stuff. I usually wait until like the 0.3 or 0.4 update generally. But when it comes to my OS, I keep telling myself I'll wait, but then like there's new shiny stuff, I gotta play with it. So it's like I hit update the moment it's available. Are you guys like that? I don't know, for like Linux updates or Windows updates or Mac OS updates? Do you all like jump on stuff immediately, or do you have, are you smarter about it and wait for a bit? It's that instant gratification, Mac OS Snow Tahoe. I love Lake Tahoe. I'm a few hours from there. So it seemed like, I need to update to Tahoe because it's a nice place. Oops. Oh, it doesn't say. Does it say Tahoe? Oh yeah, Tahoe 26.0. Add something new. Yes, I need to. I'm sorry I am slow. Coming in 1.8. That's the plan. 1.8 is taking me forever and a day to finish. I'm sorry for it being kind of delayed a lot longer than it should have been, but the plan for once 1.8 is out, then I can start adding new stuff, and so that is the plan. This is kind of on a side note here. Speaking of Tahoe, I found one bug in Tahoe is that the Mac version of Bomb Squad has no audio. It plays music, but there's no sounds. So I don't know if you can hear that here, but nothing is making sounds. So in a way, it's probably good that I updated just because I found this. So if I do nothing, turns out like the version of OpenAL, which is the sound stuff that we use in Mac OS, it's been deprecated for a while. So Apple tells you like, hey, don't use this. But with Tahoe, apparently something is slightly broken or wonky with it because it is not playing like mono sounds at all. It only plays stereo sounds. I was able to fix that by, I'm using like a different version of OpenAL, like the one available on Homebrew. It's like a GitHub open sourced version, and that one works fine. So I'm currently submitting an update to the Mac App Store with that in it. So if you happen to be a Mac person running Tahoe, just wait within a day or so. You should have sound. It's very exciting. So I don't think this is possible. What is this? It was not possible? Oh, I thought you were talking about like 479 is not possible. Oh yeah, that yes, the eternal scourge of questionable scores. Wait, we should have is this on there right now? That's a current world's best score? Yeah, I mean, whenever you see scores like that, it's usually, my assumption is it's somebody hacking, like change the game code to give you 100 times the points it normally gives you or something like that. And there's stuff in there, the game has stuff in there to try to detect that and ignore those scores. Also, for most things, there is like a score cap where if you provide something over that score cap, it will just assume you are hacking. I should check what the score cap is for that. If this is actually something showing up, then that means there's something probably I need to fix. Because it should be preventing scores over a certain threshold from going through. That has been a part I did not expect writing a game is like how much time I would spend, like not fighting hackers, but yeah, like trying to secure the game and trying to secure scores and things like that. I guess it's just a problem. I mean, it's to a degree the main problem here for anyone. Apologies if you've heard these stories before, but The main problem is that these single player tournaments, it's running the game on the local device, and so there's not a whole lot I can do to make sure that your local device isn't, hacking something or like changing numbers in memory or things like that, because like they're computers, they do what you tell them to do, and it's pretty. There's all sorts of ways that it's possible to change the outcome of a game that's running on your local device. So, the proper fix, which yes, I've been working on forever, is to finally migrate all this stuff onto online servers, because it's a whole lot harder to like modify memory or do low-level hacking type stuff on a server that you don't own. So if you're playing a game on a server, it's more likely to be a legit score. I mean, there's still stuff you can do to cheat on servers. It's more soft things, but like rapid fire button things and stuff like that, or AI-based controls, things like that. But I feel like that's a lot better. Stuff like that is a lot better than just flatly, changing score numbers in memory. So once these tournaments are finally running on servers, these problems should lessen a lot. But like I said, there is stuff in place like max score thresholds that should be keeping this from happening. So that's why I'm curious about this. But yeah, I wouldn't think a score like 10 million would be legit at all. I would agree the game would probably crash before you got there. Santa, he brings gifts to children and stuff. He's got magical mobility bonuses. He fits down chimneys. He does all sorts of stuff that like defies physics. So he's good. But only like during Christmas. If you're playing as Santa and like in the middle of summer, that's weird. I don't know if his magic functions then. So what's new with everyone? I know it's been quite a bit since we've done a coffee with Eric. I was in Minnesota with my family. My folks have a cabin up there, so doing some fishing. Any of you who've been around for a while know that that's my like end of summer thing. So I disappear for a few weeks, and I actually work on the game a lot while I'm up there. It's just I don't get anything like super big done. It's all like little polishing passes. So if you've been watching like PRs and things for the game, you'll notice lots of just like goofy little polishing things over the last week or two, or a few weeks. Okay, be honest, what's left for 1.8? Well, so my list of side quests that I've been building up is, so the big thing I'm in the middle of right now, which is, once again, all of this is taking longer than I wanted it to. One second, let me build a version of the game that has sound here. I feel weird running the one without. Oh no! Oh, I just updated Xcode. So, see, there's all these like fun little things with updating your OS that I gotta go through and fix. Okay, so Xcode, I need to make a sacrifice to the Xcode gods here. Oh no! What the heck? Okay. Eric is unprepared for today's presentation. Did Xcode just update itself? Okay, well I'm gonna update Xcode so then I can build the new version of the game. So then I can talk about what I'm still finishing for 1.8. Okay, but first, if I can type my password correctly. 2.0 coming, 2058. I know, I'm bad. Give me your coffee cup. Do you play Silksong? No, I keep reading about Silksong. I haven't been playing any new games recently. Are you guys playing Silksong? I keep hearing so much about Silksong. Tell me about Silksong. Yeah, GTA 6 isn't out yet still, see, right? I'm still, I can still win this race. Can you reply? What? Drap. Give me your coffee cup. No, I need my coffee cup. It's the source of my power. It's very boring and black, but it's keeps my coffee nice and warm. Santa brings the gift of death. That sounds so metal. Okay, now let's try this again. All right, come on, Xcode, you got this. Building. Keep that Xcode building. Okay, succeeded. That's cool. And now this should work. I've not played Geometry Dash either, though also I've heard a lot about that. I've been going back to old school, going back to my roots this last few weeks. I always used to play StarCraft with my dad, like up in Minnesota. We, after after an evening of fishing, we'd play some StarCraft. So we busted that out again, started playing some old school original StarCraft 1. And actually got my wife into it a little bit, so she started playing StarCraft with us. So I've been on a StarCraft binge for the past week or two. Just playing against computers, like nothing very competitive, but it's kind of fun. Okay, here we go. Let's see. This theoretically should... Yay, sound! Okay. Too much sound. Oh boy, I got a daily prize, yay. Cool. All right. Anyway, what I'm in the middle of right now is finally, I'm redoing the store. So I'm moving the store all online to where I can like update the store dynamically with new characters and new this and that. So that should be appearing in one of these next point updates very soon. And also, as part of that, I should finally have some UI under inventory here. So basically what it'll do is inventory is gonna, player profiles will still be here, but then it'll also show you like whatever else you own, like icons, characters, maps, whatever. And the reason for that is because that won't all be in the store anymore. The store might be like rotating sets of stuff, or there might be, some like special thing for season 1 million, whatever. So that'll finally kind of modernize this part of the UI. So this is kind of one of the remaining pieces for 1.8. Because if we're adding characters and things dynamically, we need to be able to just like add those to the store. Right now, this store UI is like very like hard coded and old and crusty. So it'll be good to kind of polish that up. So that's one of the last things I have in 1.8. And then, yeah, just finishing asset packs. Like I was there's a lot of like loose ends on asset packs. There's really not too much else. Downloadable asset packs, that's probably like the biggest part of asset pack finishing. I could consider something like, I need to convert all the built-in assets to use asset packs. So I'll probably do that as part of 1.7 something. So anyway, yeah, basically that store conversion. Oh yeah, another side quest, which technically I could leave this until 1.8, but I'd like to get it done, is the new server list. One thing that's going to be coming is when you go into public, join a public party, instead of this old, like right now it's just this single list that shows every single server in the world. So it is not very efficient. Yeah, there will be kind of a new, nicer one that only shows servers in your region. If you can like switch your region, it'll show different servers, whatever. So it should just be, it should perform a lot better, it should be faster. It'll be a bit more strict. So when you won't just be able to like host a game with any name. You'll have to kind of like register things to a degree, which will be good because there's started to be, as with all things, people have started to like mess with the server list and find little exploits and things you can do with just like using, copying someone's server name and messing with stuff. So I'm trying to, stomp that out with the new server list. So that's another thing that needs to happen. Also, that will be part of allowing servers to grant rewards, which that's hard to say for rewards. That's another thing that's been like a long time coming. Make the shops like Fortnite. Add an unreasonable amount of collabs. Oh, that is kind of crazy. Like, yeah, the Fortnite stuff, it's super metaversey. Just like every character from like everything is in Fortnite. I mean, that'd be cool in a way. Like if you could play like Bomb Squad as like Luke Skywalker or something. I don't know. I don't know if that'd be good or bad. I feel like that it kind of I don't know. It takes a game in a certain direction where it's like it doesn't really feel like it has like its own characters anymore. It's just like a little of everything, which I don't know if that's good or bad. How do you guys feel about that? Do you like stuff like that, like being able to play collab characters in arbitrary games, or do you like it better when games like stick to their own universe? Oh, speaking of that collab, not quite yet. Soon. It's going to be very underwhelming when I tell you about it, and it's, but yeah, I'm thinking by the next Coffee with Eric, I can finally kind of say what that has been about. Ban a hacker or somebody exploiting others. This is definitely something I want to do on V2 accounts. You know, a big purpose of like V2 accounts, they're more secure, they're more like hard to make. I want them to be kind of more valuable to people, and also, you know, have some sort of like reputation system to where, you know, it disincentivizes people from doing crappy stuff. So yeah, I definitely want to have some sort of like report feature for V2 accounts. One step towards that is, right now servers can't really look at your V2 account. Like everything is still V1 accounts, like the PB IDs and stuff like that. Servers can look up your PB ID, like your public V1 ID, which is what that is. But as part of the new server list and this like kind of this last wave of stuff with the 1.7 series, yeah, I want to finally move everything over to V2 stuff. So if you're writing a server, you'll see when someone connects to your server, before they even connect, you'll see like their V2 ID. It'll be 100% verified. You'll be able to like look up info on them or whatever. You'll probably be able to reject them based on that info if you want. Like right now, it's kind of a silly system where people can join your game, and then a few moments later, you can look up their ID and then maybe kick them out based on their like V1 account. And it's not put like 100% foolproof, but this new one, I'm trying to design it to be foolproof to where like when someone joins your server, you can basically screen them on the way in. So if you want to ban someone's ID, ban some particular account from your server, it should be easy to do. And also, yeah, to go along with that, there should be some like reporting mechanism or something that kind of sticks with their account, you know. Right now, the reporting stuff that I have in the game is kind of, it's not great. It basically like informs me that somebody is doing something, but I don't have the bandwidth to act on that in most cases, unless there's like something extreme. But I want to get something in that's more like automated, you know, where if a bunch of people are complaining about somebody, then maybe, yeah, we'll have to see, or maybe there's a set of moderators that can see those statuses and do something with them, which goes back to that point of like having community moderators, which is a whole other topic. We'll have to get to at some point. Add character or map. 1.8, I swear. Ask for link account. Oh no, that's not a code by act. Yeah, I feel like that would be totally fair, is if someone is, yeah, trying to hack someone's account through account linking or anything like that, yeah, I feel like that is worthy of a just account ban. Roadmap Seagull. Oh, yeah, add characters. Yeah, roadmap. What Roadmap Seagull said. Yeah, new characters and stuff in 1.8. Have I played Gang Beasts? I have not actually played Gang Beasts, but I've heard that Bomb Squad is reminiscent of it. I saw something, I think it's just, I've seen it, so it's just like the wonky, like floaty, physicsy characters and stuff, right? Yeah. I saw once Bomb Squad described as like, look, it's Gang Beasts for Android or something like that. Which, okay, that's cool. I'll take that over. Look, it's Bomberman. Which, I mean, I love Bomberman. I don't want to like. I'm not going to judge that either, but you know, it's nice to like not be called a Bomberman clone or something. Please reply. Okay. What did you say? What did you say? Oh, I did reply to this. Yeah, characters and maps 1.8. That's the plan. Alt account that got hacked. It's been a while since hackers and Bomb Squad was a thing. Are you saying people aren't hacking as much now? Because that's good, if so. I did, I did at some point recently, I removed the root check. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this publicly, but yeah. The game will no longer prevent you from playing tournaments and stuff if you have a rooted device. So yeah, theoretically that could make hacking easier. I'm curious if... But we also have other stuff to try to prevent hacking, so we'll see. Open source Java layer, please. Yes, that is also on the to-do list. I do want to make public builds as buildable as at least like CMake builds, the Android builds at least. I'm still on the fence of how to go about that. I would like to make it like easy for people. The problem is like Android tooling is a bit more complicated than like CMake. With CMake, it's like there's one CMake file, and if you're running Linux, you install CMake. You basically can build at that point. With Android, it's like you got to have Android Studio, and it's very particular about, well, I mean, I guess it's not that crazy. But there's like signing configs, and I don't know, it just seems like there's more moving pieces with Android to where I'm wondering like if the community will be able to use that as easily. Maybe they will be. Maybe I should just get it out there and see what happens. That's another thing, though, where there's that part of me that's delaying it because I really would like to get more competitive stuff happening on servers because that will make it a lot easier for people to distribute like hacked clients. So, I want to avoid a situation where there's like tons of hacked clients out there like messing up the high score lists and things like that. So I shouldn't use that as a total reason to avoid it, but yeah. Can you add link accounts for V2 like Android accounts? What do you mean by that? Like Android account? You mean like device accounts where it's just like an account linked to a particular device? So there has been like account stealing stuff. Are you referring to like UUIDs? Like if you steal someone's UUID file on like the PC version for V1 accounts? Yeah, so that sucks. That whole thing, by the way, was like the UUID thing. It shouldn't be possible in Android, right? That's mainly for PC versions. Like in Android, it should pull the UUID from the Android device, if I'm not mistaken. For the PC version, though, it just pulls the UUID from a file. And so if you steal someone's file, then basically you steal their identity, which sucks. None of that should be possible with V2 accounts, though. So yeah, if you discover any possible hacks using like V2 accounts, please let me know because I want to make sure that's closed off. V1 accounts are on their way out. I know they're still widely used. Like I said, you can't even access V2 data in a server yet, but V2 accounts are the future. V1 accounts are the past. So like, I know they're exploitable and things, and they have lots of vulnerabilities. But that's why we're moving to V2 accounts. If someone trying to play the device account from the game without opening an account on Android. So when iOS is out, which should be version 2, 2.0, that will use Game Center. So you'll just be able to make a V2 account by just signing in with your Game Center account, which everyone should have. Everyone with an Apple account should have. It'll be the same as Google Play Games on Android right now, where like hopefully everyone has Google Play Games ID, and so you can just sign in magically with that, and you didn't have to like make a Ballistica.net account or anything. But that's still an option if you want to. You can. I'm dreadfully slow on finally wiring up the Discord stuff, but that should be another option at some point. You should just be able to sign in with your Discord account. Is Bomb Squad open source? Mostly. It's a little bit complicated because there are a few closed source parts of it. It's a little bit like Chrome. If you're familiar, like the browser Chrome, there's a fully open source version of Chrome called, what is it called? I'm forgetting. But like Chrome itself is basically the open source browser plus some Google magic on top for like account management. Bomb Squad is basically the same. Like most of the engine and everything is open source. There's a few closed source parts that deal with like accounts and stuff on top though. So if you go to ballistica.net here and then go to GitHub, there's a GitHub link at the bottom. This will take you to Ballistica, which is basically Bomb Squad, minus the code for a few of those built-in parts. Basically the plus feature set. So if you go to like Ballistica internal, like here's my internal version of it. If you go to source, Ballistica. Like the open source version includes like all of these parts. The only part it doesn't include is this plus. So plus is like account management and stuff that I'm kind of keeping closed source for like security reasons, basically. But everything else is open sourced. So if you come to the GitHub, there are instructions here. You can basically build everything open source and then just like link in the plus library that's been precompiled. So again, it's mostly open source. It would technically be possible to make a version of the game without plus included. It would take a little bit of work, and it wouldn't function online, but you could play like single player stuff. Like all that is open source. Whoa, gold chest, nice. Wait, what? Free unlimited chests. Do you have, this sounds either suspicious or I need to fix something. Just because chests are controlled completely on the server. So if there is something, like if my server is giving you unlimited chests, either that's a really bad bug on my part or I need to fix that or that's not actually happening. Yeah, we'd have to see. I mean, the game will effectively give you unlimited chests if you keep playing. So, I mean, maybe there's something that is just like fake playing and then you get chests over time. But you want to make your own map, can you? People can and do that. They have, like people have built their own maps and their own assets and things like that. A big part of 1.8 is making that a lot easier, essentially. So you'll be able to basically make a map that other people can join and then they will automatically download that map. So that'll be a lot better. The current situation is you have to like build out game assets like Bob files and Cobb files and audio files and whatever. And then those have to be installed on anyone who wants to play that map installed in their game. So, there's some work involved. It's doable and people have done it and like made these crazy total conversions and all this stuff, but it is a lot of work and it's kind of like platform specific sometimes too. Like the desktop version, like they run on Windows or Mac or Linux, that uses different texture files than the mobile version, which is kind of weird on a side note. It's weird that like mobile hardware uses different compressed textures than desktop hardware for whatever reason. It's like they've kind of gone down different paths. So anyway, yeah, if you're making a mod for the PC version, it's going to be different files than if you make a mod for the Android version. So it's all complicated and annoying. So that's what 1.8 is hopefully fixing. Basically, is you no longer have to worry about that. Basically, you like upload JPEG files or whatever when you're making assets or PNG files, and then it will convert that to the right formats under the hood. Oh no. Oh yeah, yeah. This sort of thing is certainly possible. Like the game, you could hack something to, yeah, basically fake fake play the game, like send in a score every now and then, and it'll give you yeah, some like low level chests for that. Yeah, it's currently possible. Like I said, it's impossible to. I can't totally police like what devices are doing. At some point, once that stuff is happening on servers, I'll be able to police it more. You know, be like, hey, did you really play this? No. Add something for YouTubers? What do you mean by that? So achievements, unfortunately, it is possible to get most achievements instantly. I might be able to fix that at some point. The tricky thing with that is it's achievements is like wired up with Google Play Games services or with Game Center services. Like those systems have achievements. And so if Game Center or Google Play Games tells me that the user has gotten some achievement, then the game honors that, you know, the game gives them the reward for that achievement. And it is definitely possible to, you know, fake that stuff to tell, you know, Google Play Game Services, or, you know, replace that with a hacked version that just gives you all the achievements. So to a degree, it's like I know that I can't stop that 100%. I can. There might be something I could do to where I could stop, like, yeah, I don't know. I could stop listening to Game Center or Google Play Game Services in terms of what achievements it has, but then that stuff might get out of sync. So yeah, it's a tricky thing. But there should, if anyone sees any evidence of something like this, generating chests nonstop or whatever, like that should not be possible. Like that is something, if it is possible, I can easily fix that on my server. So if anyone sees something like that, please let me know. I don't want, yeah, I feel like it's in all of our interests to not have an economy that's messed up, you know, like certain people getting all the money. Just chilling here. Dang, 197 days daily chest streak. I don't know what I'm curious, I feel like I do something in the game every day mostly, but I feel like I've probably missed a few days. I guess I can't really check right now because I just got my daily chest. Pooh. Well, it's probably in the video. I can go back and look at it. Yeah. Ugh. Or I should add a way to go look at like old messages. I'm on 6. 6 isn't bad. Thank you, Drap. I hope that too. I'm just very slow, but I'm I'm getting there. I mean, statistically, most people do usually get the worst reward. Like if you look at the percentages, if it's like a list of 6 things, the bottom one is, you know, it's like 37% or something. So if that were like a pie graph, that would be like most of the pie graph. It's just when there's just like a list of 6 things, it feels intuitively like it should be, you know, getting them all evenly, but that's not what happens. Yeah, I'm trying to think what else what else is new in the recent weeks. There's been a lot of like I said, there's just been a lot of like polish and busy work and fixes and things like that. There was one thing where I think I mentioned last time the game was having a lot of what's called ANRs, which is app not responding, which is on the Google Play version, it will test if the app doesn't respond for like 5 seconds because it's busy doing something. It will basically take note of that, and if your app is doing that too much, then the Google Play will penalize you for it and like show your app less to people. And so there's a recent change I made where when you launch Bomb Squad, instead of installing like compiled Python files, PYC files with the game, it will now generate those when it launches, like as it needs to. And it turns out like on slower Android devices, that like gets it stuck for a few seconds sometimes. It takes a moment to get those PYC files generated, which was generating a lot of app not responding reports for me. So that was like, it's something very boring, but I needed to address that just to try to avoid getting penalized and having Google not show my game to people. So I had to do a bunch of tricks where the game kind of like creates those PYC files sort of in the background, so it's still like responding to input, but it's still trying to do it as fast as possible. Complicated stuff. It took a little while, but it was something important because it prevents the game from not showing up for people. Also, another random thing is I realized that accidentally in January I stopped asking people for reviews, and I didn't notice it until like last week. I just noticed that like the game's review scores were like slowly dropping, and it turned out because I was not asking people for reviews. So that means anybody reviewing the game is probably either, just kind of ticked off at it for some reason. So there's more 1-star reviews than proportionally. I finally noticed that, however. I was like, oh, that's why my review numbers are going down. So I re-enabled that code that after you've been playing for a few days, it'll ask you like if you want to give it a 1 or 5-star review or whatever star review, and so that like fixed it immediately. Like just asking people for a review, like it shot the numbers like way back up. I'm not doing anything like sleazy like telling people to give it 5 stars or anything, but it's funny how big of a difference that makes. Like if you're not asking people for reviews versus if you are. Oh, I can hop in a game in a bit. We usually do that in like the last half hour or so. Can you check who has the highest daily chest streak? I am curious actually. Let me. I'm trying to think where that would be in my database. Give me a moment. All right. That would be under. Okay, Ballistica Master Server, source, I'm showing you all my, oh yeah, okay, BA server, I think, bs.py, okay, I have like classic account data somewhere, classic account data, okay. Aha, consecutive days, is that? Oh, that's non-indexed. Shucks. Yeah, so I have a consecutive days value for all accounts, but it's non-indexed, which means that I can't do like a lookup based on it, so I can't see like who has the biggest one. I would have to go through all 6 or 7 million accounts and check that manually. Or I could make it indexed. I mean, so basically, yeah, long story short, I could make that so I could look it up, which could be interesting. That I could see that being like a fun little webpage you could go to, like who has been the top score list of who's had the most consecutive days. But that data is in the database, so theoretically we could expose it, or I could do something with it. Do you think you're number one? Is this? You very well might be. Yeah, that'd be kind of fun. That could be tangent number 765 for me recently. But yeah, just some goofy little thing in here, little page you could go to, like most consecutive Bomb Squad days. Oh, I finally updated my promo code system so I can give people cool promo codes now, which is all V2 based. This was another, like there's lots of little things like this that I've been working on. It's just like busy work type stuff, so I can make a code, give people whatever, credits, gold pass, yada yada, add this and that. And it puts little X's on it so that you can't see what the code is here when I'm streaming. I thought of that the other day. Let's make Eric, make do Eric, add new things, big updates. I really am, for Realsy Reels, I really am very close to the store revamp, which I think is going to be exciting. Because then I can finally, I have some of these characters and things sitting around that I need to get in the store, such as Cough Cough Betty, still on my desktop here. So when the store revamp is ready, then that stuff can finally happen. Yay! For God's sake. Okay, I will not click on that video then. It's a warning. I've been rickrolled before. It's nothing new. Who is what's going on? Now I'm a little bit curious. I don't know if I'm curious enough though. Oh, I didn't even notice this. Betty's coming soon, I swear. That is a #1 on my to-do list. Let me see if I can, I'll see if I can show you my, Why is this not auto-correcting or auto-completing? Bound squad. Yeah, see, I finally just fixed my ANR stuff, and average rating went back up. So, yeah, so app not responding rate, this is what I was getting in trouble for. Android vitals, blah, 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 blah. Once this loads. Yeah, you can see this orange line is like my average over the last month. So it was something like 2%, which is like Google's threshold is 0.47. If you're over that, they penalize you. So it was like way up here. So I finally got it fixed, and it is slowly dropped. As of today or yesterday, I think it's finally hit 0.47. So I'm back in like happy land, which is good. Crashes are apparently great, which is nice. If you look, like, peers have 0.29% crashes, and Bomb Squad is at 0.05. Yay! But then the other thing I was telling you, just interesting app development stuff, is rating, reviews. Like I was noticing, so average rating, it's like 4.4. It's always been like in the mid 4s. But it was dropping down to like 3.9 or something like that. So I was like, does everyone like hate the game now? What's going on? But then it turns out it was just because nobody was reviewing it, like I said. So if... Can you tell here in this graph when I started asking people for reviews again? Is it slightly obvious? And you can see the average jump from like all over the place. It was very random back up to like mid 4s. So that, yay, fixed it. And I don't know if you can see here, but you can see exactly where I started. I updated the game to where it stopped asking people. Suddenly, like, there were lots of reviews, and then, like, not nearly as many. But you can see basically the same amount of, like, 1-star reviews. So I think the people who were, like, giving it 1 stars were doing it anyway, but it wasn't getting, like, the casual people getting it, like, 4 or 5 stars or something. But now it's, like, actually higher. I must be asking a little earlier. I think I'm asking on day 2, and I used to be asking on day 3 or something like that. Anyway. So fun with app development. Still this video, I don't know. 5-star raid down. iOS when 2.0. That is yes. In the year 2057. No, I swear. It'll sooner than that, I promise. I hope. Well, I mean, BS has always technically existed on iOS, but not publicly. you know, I've had like test builds running on my own device for forever. Oh, that's cool. I like that style. It better be next year. We're coming for you. Oh, thank you guys. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't know how much. I'm curious. This got me wondering, like, how much Google Play or Apple or whatever actually like cares about reviews. Like, if your app gets 5-star reviews, do they show it to more people or something? Because that does seem like something you can game pretty easily. Like, there are a lot of apps out there that say, like, are you loving this game? Is it your favorite game ever? And then if you hit yes, like, then it'll ask you for a review. You know. So to me, it's a little like too too obviously trying to game the system or something. So that makes me wonder, like, do they look at those review scores very closely for things like, you know, showing your game to people, since it can be kind of faked. What is this? Cool. Oh, nice, nice. Got some instructional videos. I like it. Little Big Planet dude here. Oh, it's a friend. Okay. I've been, I haven't been, yeah, good stuff. I haven't been looking too closely at the Discord server lately while I was on vacation and whatnot, but I was seeing, yeah, some stuff like in the dev channel, like people making like text renderers and doing crazy stuff like that, like within the Bomb Squad UI. It's like, oh, so cool. Just got my IP logged. What? By visiting a YouTube site, or how so? Oh no. Well, that's okay. Oh yeah, m.youtube.com. Yeah, that's true. Like, that's not as long as it ends with youtube.com. If it's like youtube.com.m, you know, if there's something shady at the end there. But yeah, I guess I should pay more attention to that. Though at the same point, I'm not, like, my home IP, I'm not, it's not like I'm running Bomb Squad master server from my home IP or anything like that. So, and I think I'm pretty security conscious, so there shouldn't be too much damage you can do by having my IP address. Aw, nice. Been playing for 4 years? Who here has been playing the longest? I'm curious, actually. Show of hands, or... Because, yeah, 4 years is a long time for any game, really. But, yeah, there are some... Okay, since 2020, that's cool. 2018, okay. 7 years, all right. It'd be cool to, yeah, this would be another thing it'd be neat to have a, you know, like a high score list for like oldest accounts or people that have been playing the longest or whatever. 2016, sweet. That it's kind of complicated though, because V1 accounts, I don't know if they have a creation. I think they have a creation time, but then V2 accounts have like a different creation time since they're technically a different account. But like if you upgraded a V1 account, you know, it doesn't really carry over your creation time. I maybe should do something like that where like it just be like original creation time, you know, something that would pull that value from the V1 account. Just, it'd be cool to see like who's been playing the longest, you know, like in the game, if it just said like playing for 10 years, you know, something cool like that. Or you could get like a cool icon if you know, some sort of cool prize if you're like a old school player. Or if like you played like on the Ouya or something back in the day, you get like a funny icon for that or something. Nice. Please give me... Oh, I can't give you tickets because then I got to give everyone tickets. I feel bad. It's like I normally I'd be like, yeah, I can give you tickets, whatever. But then it's like thinking about it like it's unfair to other people to just give someone free tickets for no reason. So it makes me think like, oh, I shouldn't. Unless, I don't know, I could give like everyone, I could give like free ticket bonus if you're like watching the stream or something like that. But then the downside with that is then people watch the stream only for the ticket bonuses, and I don't want that either. It's a little bit like the translation tool. I think that's happened a bit where if you translate stuff for the game, you'll wind up with your name in the credits. If I pull that into the game. So I'm wondering how many people have translated something just to get their name in the credits, like translated one word. I was actually thinking about that since I was building this whole like new promo code thing this week. Right now, the way these promo codes work is I can give someone a code that will like unlock something for their account. Like this will give you a gold pass, or this will give you whatever tickets. But each promo code only works once. So once someone enters that code, it's gone. Actually, let's do an experiment. Okay, this will be fun. All right, tests. Okay, what would be I'm trying to think. I feel like a rich jerk just like throwing out money here, but okay, what would be a small but fun, worthy amount of tickets? Maybe 7,000. No, 7,000 is too much. Well, like 200 or something. Oh yeah, 69 tickets. There we go. Okay, let's go full internet here. Okay, all right. You guys can help me test my new promo code system. Description, test, update code, copy. Okay, I'm going to paste this in here, and we'll see who gets it. On your mark, get set. Okay, I'm going to hit refresh and see how long it takes to disappear. Okay, there's still 3 codes. Oh, someone got it. Okay. This is like one of those silly videos where like I feel it's like Donald Trump throwing paper towels to poor people, or something like that. Not calling you poor people, not calling me Donald Trump, but it feels a little bit like aristocratic or something. Anyway, who got it? What do you mean WTF? It should have been 69 tokens, right? Oh, promo codes, it's in the game. Sorry, which is another kind of obscure bit. I probably should, maybe I should move that to Ballistica.net. Right now, to enter codes, it's actually send info. I know that is totally not intuitive. There's reasons behind that. I kept getting rejected from App Review for having something called enter code. And to be fair, most of the times I use that send info for getting info about people. You can go down and do send info and be like, my shiz is broke. And then that will send me that info, and I can take a look at your account and stuff like that. But this also functions for whatever else. If you have a code, you can enter that here and it'll do something with your account. Or yeah, get account ID, stuff like that. So anyway, glad to hear the promo code stuff worked. So yeah, you are officially the first ever recipient of a V2 promo code. The old system used my V1 server and is all janky and it's all outdated and all that. So I finally updated this. We need more. Maybe I could do this once per at the beginning of every stream or something. Just throw a promo code out. That was kind of fun actually. Feed the starving. Oh no. What have I done? I've become a monster. That much tokens. It's still, the store, there's not enough stuff in the store, and I know the whole token system and chest system and everything, it still is kind of incomplete. There's not enough stuff to spend tokens on. it's getting there. The store revamp should help that. As I mentioned, I'm going to be kind of bringing back basically Pro, except in a different form. It's going to be something like either like a seasonal Pro pass or like a sort of a Pro bundle that changes occasionally or something like that. But that's another thing like the new store will do is like it's going to let me like change things up. It won't just be like a single Pro that you can unlock. It'll just be like, oh, this week's cool bundle or whatever. Yeah, it always says info sent, even if you put bad codes or whatever. I know, again, that's kind of weird. I should maybe just add like, well, I don't know. I don't know if because it's good to have it in the game, that whole like send info thing. I mean, maybe I could just change it back to like enter code. But like I said, I did get rejected from app reviews sometimes by having this called enter code. Even though, like I said, I'm not using it generally for nefarious purposes, even though feeding the starving with promo codes, I guess, is slightly nefarious. But I'm not using it to like get around offering in-app purchases or anything like that, which is what Apple and Google and them want to prevent you from doing. Starving needs 69 more tokens. Okay, maybe at the end of the stream. I'll reward those who, well, I don't know, but then like people are just gonna be sticking around for that and listening to like boring tech talk that they're not interested in. Here, I'm gonna go ahead and delete these codes because they're not real, or they're not really doing anything. That was fun. Okay, thing that could be fixed. I like hearing this. Deleting the input device of the client when he leaves the game, not the server. Oh, trying to only allow one player per device from the C layer by checking the size. Yeah, I wouldn't mind adding a setting like that if a server wants to, limit it to one player. Can I ask why you're doing that? Do you have like a specific type gameplay, or is there people like abusing that somehow? Like, is this for stopping abuse, or is this for like, could you explain like your motivation? But yeah, that's certainly something we could do if a server wants to prevent that. I'd be all in favor of like, doing that properly where, it'd be a server flag or something. So it would give you like a clean error. Like, this server only allows one player per device. Roadmap. Oh. If I do another token getaway, it'll be towards the end, like maybe right before we play or something. Oh, anyway, what I was gonna say is it got me thinking that like a fun thing to do for promo codes. Right now, it's just when you use a code, you use it once and it's gone. I was thinking it could be cool to have a promo code that like it's time limited, or it has like, you can set the number of uses. So I could, throw one up in the channel here that like everyone who's listening could get. Like, it expires in 1 minute, something like that. Like, that could be cool. So, I don't know. I might spend a little more time and polish up my promo codes UI maybe this week then. Okay. Good to know, good to know. So that, making a change like that, I mean, that should be all in the open source part. I think I'd have to dive in and poke around a bit. It'd be under, source, Ballistica, Scene v1, probably connection. Where would that be? It would be, or maybe device. Is that under support? Client input device. So a client input device is kind of like a, where is it? Oh yeah, client input device is basically like a network channel. It's an input device as if it's a controller or something, except in this case it's coming from the network. It's coming from like the game server. So it's kind of, think of it as a virtual controller that is basically representing somebody somewhere else giving controls. So wherever in the code it creates client input devices, we'd probably want to add a check there to where like before adding a client input device. Well, actually, this might require something on the other end where like. Oh no. Oh yeah, I think it would be request player. So there's like a request player call. Like when you press a button on your controller, it requests a player from the game. And so we would need basically the game to, when that player request comes in, it would need to see like, okay, this request is coming from a client input device on this particular client, and that client already has a client input device with a player. So let's reject them. So I think that's basically what the logic would need to be. So that should be decently straightforward if someone wants to give that a try. I could.
Yeah, hi Eric.
Oh,
Maybe
hello.
I can explain. Hi. Maybe I can explain the situation a bit.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, you hear me all right?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. On the session in the Python layer, there's actually a request feature, method.
Uh-huh.
And there you can check, where there's the check for the max players in the session.
Yeah.
And there's, that one. Maybe we could add something there. Like I thought, and this was actually working, to check in the roster, like you iterate and check the client ID and check if the player with that client ID has already players in the game. For example, you check the length of the roster players,
Oh yeah.
Each client has a player attribute.
Uh-huh.
Maybe we could check the length of that. If it's already one, we don't allow the other players. But maybe this is much like resource costing, and so I try to do it from the C layer to check maybe more faster, because if someone spams the button to join in the server,
Oh yeah.
I don't know, I'm not sure, maybe it could lead to some resource wastage or something like this.
Yeah, my thought would be if we can do it in the C layer, because that's where most of the logic for like requesting and stuff happens originally. To me, that seems like it would be the cleanest.
Yeah, actually, I tried to do it and it actually works. The only problem is that when the player leaves the server throws some errors, and I'm trying to solve that part actually.
Oh, okay.
I did this if I'm not wrong, in a connection to client, because when a player tries to request to join in the server, and I forgot the name of the packet, BA request remote player, something like this was.
Yeah.
And I added some conditions there to check the remote ID and the player input device, something like that. But maybe I can find the code and share it in the chat.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. All right. You can proceed talking in the meanwhile. I'll find the code and share it in the chat.
Okay.
Thanks, Eric.
Yeah. But yeah, well, I won't talk to you while you're looking for code and distract you. But yeah, that should be totally possible. We could just add maybe like max players per client or something like that, which defaults to like -1, which means like any number of players from that client. But you could set it to 1 or 2, or I don't know if there would be ever a reason to set it to something that's not like 1, but maybe. But yeah, I'm pretty sure, regardless, that should all be in the open source part. So yeah, I'd be totally happy to accept a PR for that. I'd probably want to add like a resource string, just so it sends a message to the client why they can't join if that's the case. So we could translate that and all. Merry Christmas. What? I just started to see Halloween stuff. How many of y'all do they have Halloween where y'all are? I know it's kind of an American, or not an American thing, but I know America is big on Halloween. I didn't know like what other places are. Just a fun excuse to like dress up, For us here, it's like, well, Halloween is at the end of October, so it's like mid-September you always start to see stuff like pumpkins and costumes and this. Which reminds me, oh my gosh, Halloween is always that would be the best time to get new characters and things. So I'm so, I'm so slow. Yeah, that's what Halloween came from. Is I think the Dia de los Muertos and like All Saints Day and all that stuff. It's always like kind of a holidays at the end of October. I think All Saints Day isn't it like the 1st of November or whatever? And so like Halloween's the day before that. So they're all interrelated somehow. But yeah, Halloween updates with Halloween characters. Oh, that would be so. Can they delay Halloween by like a month? I would love to get something in there. I mean, yeah, the next one, Betty is next on the list. So she will be the first. I think she'll be the first new character in the revised store. So that's why I really want to get this revised store done, so we can start having some fun. Or yeah, just take any character, replace it with a pumpkin head, something like that. Or just a purely pumpkin-based character. Or just a pumpkin with like a pumpkin with like skinny little arms and legs, So many options, like a jack-o'-lantern. Or yeah, like a jack-o'-lantern head on any character. Ah. Oh yeah.
Okay, okay.
Oh, cool,
I have
cool.
found the codes, and maybe I can share the screen, even though my connection isn't that strong.
Okay, yeah, go for it. I will. Yeah, I'll stop sharing and then you can. So everyone, check out the other share. Hopefully y'all can still hear me. You can't see my screen though. Spaz plushie. We could technically do a character. Is this coming up? I saw a share, but then I wasn't able to join. Is it? Oh, here it comes, maybe? Ooh, candy corn. Who here has had candy corn or is familiar with candy corn? Stream failed to start. Oh, can you guys not hear me? Okay, I should be sharing again. Can everyone see and hear me? Okay. Yeah, Mr. Straytex, I think, yeah, it wasn't seeming to work. If you want to just post the code or post a link or just show me where it is, I can bring it up. Oh no, he's gone. Yes, he now lives within Bomb Squad. Someone join a server. We need to find him. Coming back. Okay, all right. He's escaped Bomb Squad. He's back on Earth. I will. Well, if we can get this working or not, we can start playing in like 12 minutes. That'll give us the last half hour playing. I mean, I guess I could I could just be playing the whole time. Really, it's just I feel like it subtracts like 15% of brain capacity for me. So I feel like I can talk less when I'm playing. What? What's happening here? Is this something glitching? Add new to turn. Yes, I want to kind of replace the whole tournament system with the online stuff. So yeah, tournaments are definitely in need of some new stuff, like multiplayer tournaments for one example. Everything is in need of new stuff. I know I've spent so much time on like under the hood stuff. It kind of feels like the game is a little stale. I understand, but yes. So we need new everything. Oh, it resized the app and it just like wasn't redrawing yet. Weird. Or was it like not catching up, or it just like this is how it looks now? Because it should like update the draw area to the new window size. Huh. Or yeah, not replace, but add alternatives. That's what I mean. I don't. It's my intention to change as little as possible for like Bomb Squad Classic in its current form. I would love like all this stuff to stay like this indefinitely. It's just there'll be another place you can go for if you want to play squads mode. In squads mode we'll have different online play options. Just like invite some friends and then play an online tournament or something. But like all of this, like all this classic stuff, I would really like this to stay as close to this as possible. Maybe evolve a little bit, but I don't want to like take stuff away that people are familiar and used to and all that. Oh, did y'all notice my cool like fade effect? Like I said, when I'm up visiting my folks in Minnesota, I get lots of like little polishy things done. So I made a cool like fade effect for if you want a window to kind of fade out behind it, just to basically to show that like you can't click other stuff. Like this stuff is not clickable. It's or like when you do, yeah, like quit. Same deal. Like can't. Oh, did that? Am I using DevFleet? Oh yes, I am. I'm using DevFleet. I have to give myself that warning because if I don't, I wind up like submitting these builds to the stores or something, and then suddenly the entire world is trying to like talk to my one test server, and that's not good. So I had to put a bunch of like warnings in there just to make sure that doesn't happen. Oh, do I have a lot of tickets? If I do, it's just because I'm testing. Oh, cool, I do, I guess, yeah. Or a decent amount. Aw. Okay, well, I will do one more promo code right before we hop in a game. Oh, Mr. Stray, are you? Oh, there you are. Oh, so sad, so sad.
Hi, Eric.
Hello.
I'm back again. I can show maybe this time with a more stable connection.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna stop streaming here and let's see if this works.
Okay. Wait, try to talk. Maybe I can hear you again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay, now I can hear you. Nice.
Okay, cool.
Okay, screen. Okay, enter screen. Share
All right.
screen. Do you guys see the screen this time?
Oh yeah, I see it. It's working. Hooray.
Okay, great. Okay, so this is a connection to client file, and in this case, I'm trying to edit the BA message request remote player, the packet. And okay, these are some debug prints.
Yeah.
Ignore these ones. This is the main part. It checks if the client input device's size is higher than 0. And if it's higher, then it should print something like this. Yeah.
Okay.
It should print something like this, and it actually works. The only point is that in client input device delegate, when the client detached from player, so actually when the player, I guess, leaves the activity, the game,
Uh-huh.
the player wasn't deleting the client device,
Okay.
the input device, sorry. The input device wasn't getting deleted, so the size was staying 1, something like this was staying 1. I
Okay.
could right now test it and show you maybe. So I added this the option, and I made the client input devices public because before it was private, if I'm not wrong. It was a private attribute.
Okay, yeah, we can certainly make whatever we need public, or make
Yes,
an
yes.
accessor function
Okay.
to just like check that.
So
So
I
I'm
can.
curious. The one thing I think client input devices, is that going to be all in client input devices? That might be like if you have multiple clients, they all show up there. So we might not want to actually like check the.
You mean the actual attribute? This one?
Yeah, or is that
I think it's for each player, for each connection.
okay?
Each connection does have these attributes, like
Oh, okay. All
for
right.
its own devices. I could actually show you. Wait, I have added some print. Okay, so I have already built this version, so I'm gonna just. Okay, so right now I'm inside from the first. Okay, can you hear me, guys? Can you see the screen?
Yes, I can hear and see.
Okay, nice. So I'm from the first input device, which is my main keyboard, and this is the second one. When I click it, you see that one
Okay.
device equals one player.
Okay. Cool.
So this is a positive thing.
Yeah.
But when I leave the server, when I leave the game, okay, wait, it kicked me out. I guess connection problems.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh no.
Yeah, connection
Demo
problems.
bugs always happens.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm again in this. Maybe it crashed actually.
Yeah, if there's weird things like something's not getting cleaned up, there's always a
Okay.
chance.
Yeah, probably something crashed. Yeah.
Is there? This makes
Oh,
me
maybe
wonder.
because.
Like, is there already
Yeah.
some code that will? Do we have like a max players option already, just for the whole game? I know we don't have it for just a client. You know what I mean?
We do have, we do have it, and it's on session, in the session. It
Okay.
should be in the session, and actually it's in the config file as well, I think, in the updated version, in the latest versions.
Okay, because I was gonna
Like
say
the
like
session players max.
whatever
Okay, so I
logic
guess
that is.
the exception happened before because I left the server.
Uh-huh.
Okay, who is this? All right, someone joined in the server. So
Oh.
it's a private server. But by the way, when I click the second keyboard player, it gives me the error. So
Okay.
it actually works fine.
Okay.
And but the problem comes when I leave the server. When I
Yeah.
leave the server. So if I do leave game, everything is fine. There's the cooldown of joining, and I can even join from the second keyboard.
Mm-hmm.
See, this is the second keyboard input.
Yeah.
So I'm
Okay.
inside. And I can join from the first one. This is the first one.
Okay.
But when I actually leave the server, leave party,
Yeah. Then there's some sort of bug.
you can check the console, and let me close the server real quick. Okay, you can check the console, and a lot of exceptions happens. I guess that's okay. It's a segmentation fault actually. I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, that might be. Yeah, I'd have to see what's happening. So yeah, something's not getting cleaned up.
I guess the problem comes here. Like, I try to delete the device, and I mean the input device from the map,
Mm-hmm.
unordered map, and maybe something happens here because if I comment this and I build it again, that problem doesn't
Okay.
happen anymore.
But yeah, what I
So-
was my thought is like where if we do have logic that rejects you if the game has too many total players, that logic I assume that
Yes.
logic is working bug free. So
Yes.
if we just add another basically if statement to that same bit where like if the game has
In
too
the
many
Python
players,
layer, you mean?
yeah, if there's too many total players in the game or there's more than one for this client, then whatever
Sure,
logic
sure.
it's doing already to reject the player in that case, that should work
Sure,
without.
sure, sure. Yeah, I can show real quick. Yeah, 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 yeah. I agree. I agree,
Um,
and I have already tried this. And my only concern was some resource wastage because if players keep spamming the player for joining, and the Python layer goes and iterates over the roster,
oh, so that was
maybe if
happening.
there are,
That was happening in
yeah,
the
that was
Python
my
layer.
con. Yeah, I can show the code. I
Okay.
commented it, I guess. Okay, so it's in the server history. Okay, and PA data.
That almost makes me think like maybe we should actually fix that, or maybe we should have that happen in the C layer also. Because that might be if there is the possibility of
Uh,
resource
I mean,
wasting.
in the C layer, actually, it's easier because you're going to check only one attribute and you're not going to iterate. Also, C is faster, so I have that kind of feeling that in the C layer, maybe it's more efficient. I'm not sure again.
Yeah, I mean in
Okay,
general,
PA
most
data.
most stuff would be more efficient in the C layer. So I think yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
if we can make it work that way. Is this something? Could you set up like a pull request, and I could take a look at the code? I might be able to kind of help.
Sure, sure. Yeah, I should. I'm not much into GitHub, but I'm starting to learn,
Okay, or even if you just
and
send
I read
send your
about it.
modified file and show me what's different if need be. But pull requests aren't
Sure,
too
sure,
hard.
sure. Okay, so it's request players on player request. There it is.
Okay.
On player request. I guess it's here where, okay, yeah, yeah, player limits reached. It's
Okay.
here. And I had added actually a for rule, something like this. So roster,
Mm-hmm.
game, roster. And I was doing something like this for PRM roster. If we got the player, so we need to get his client ID.
Oh yeah. So like look for the same client ID.
Yes, yes. I guess session player.
I think so. Yeah. That's the persistent one.
Input device. I have already forgotten. Oh, maybe I can. Oh, client. Oh, it's already defined here. My bad.
Okay.
Yeah, it's already defined. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, for if complete or if then PLR players higher than 0. Higher than 0 or higher than 1? Yeah, 0 should work. We could maybe print it, or maybe let's show a broadcast message.
Yeah, you could basically copy that part. We'd probably want to do that
Yeah,
anyway
yeah.
and come up with like a particular message, just like
Yeah,
only
actually, there was some idea like instead of putting the max player attribute, we put
yeah, just
one,
like
but
only X players allowed per client or whatever.
yes, yeah, something like this because there's not a else string actually for this.
Yeah,
So.
I can add that, so that would be
Yeah,
worth
yeah,
doing.
sure, sure. Yeah, something like this one.
So yeah, looking at
And
this, my thought is like maybe we should do it this way, just because it's kind of simpler. And then if someone ever does attack this, or if there's a reason to, we could move it to the C layer for more efficiency.
yeah,
But
yeah, yeah, could work. Yeah, sure, it could work.
since we're already
And
doing
it actually
like
works. Should work. I
okay,
can try it right now and let you know. Let me adjust a print. Something like this just to debug it. So right now I need to remove it from the C layer because else it will interfere with this.
yeah.
I'm gonna just comment it. And this one is all right, and I'm gonna comment this one as well. And oh, right now I have to. I mean, it should be quite fast because CD Ballistica
Okay.
makes server.
So
Yeah, it should be quite fast because it has cache already in it.
to answer your Rabbit Moon, your question, this would be something that we only turn on if there's like a server setting. So by default, we would allow multiple players from a client.
I guess yes. Yeah. If some server owner or someone wants to allow only one player per device. I mean, this was actually a custom problem, but I thought maybe more server owners may need this setting, so
Yeah.
I would, yeah, I would want to share it with others.
Yeah, this seems like a good addition. So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay,
and
so the
it would
server.
basically be like an if statement too. Like by default, this would be off, so it would just be like if limit is not none or whatever, then it would run this code.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, of course, it will check if some settings, if some configurations are like that. Okay, so this is another. Let me just add
Okay.
this part.
Hello, sock.
So no. CMake staged. Oh, staged. Paid data item. Okay. Oops.
It's okay. We haven't done coffee and Eric in several weeks. It's okay to forget.
Okay, on player request, I'm gonna just add it here. Oh, no, it's not this one. Okay, my bad. I'm gonna add it like, yeah, here should be right. Roster game, yeah, I think we can try it.
All right. While we're doing live coding and improvements, anyone else have any requests on little like things that need to be fixed or little like quality of life improvements we could add or anything?
Okay, I already did something wrong.
Oh no.
I guess BS wasn't imported.
Oh yeah.
Maybe it has another name. Oh, maybe it's
BAC and V1.
V1.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'll keep because BAC and V1 it's like a longer name, but I have like half my code does
Yeah,
BS and half does
well,
the full name.
BS actually reminds API 9, which was actually cool. So I don't know. It's also easier. Bomb squad BS.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like that's the old, the original API was BS back in the day, or well, it was like BS on
Yeah,
this,
yeah, yeah,
but yeah.
yeah. BS game, BS pods.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was actually cool.
So it's a little bit for tradition.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, what am I doing wrong? Nano session. Oh, again, this problem. Okay. So request, not this one, this one. Yeah, it's BAC in V1, so I'm gonna just replace them. BA base, BAC in V1. Yeah, should be right.
All right, fingers crossed.
Okay, loading. Okay, wait. This should be. Oh.
Oh no.
It's BAC in V1 with
Oh no,
underscore before.
the private. Oh no, always something. All right, this time it'll be flawless, I'm sure.
Yeah, I hope.
Oh no.
Client feed is not defined,
Not
bro.
defined. Uh-oh. I swear you defined that.
It was defined actually. Maybe I'm in some foresight. I don't know. Let's check. Oh, maybe it was because this one is another file.
Oh.
Okay, I'm just gonna copy.
Okay.
Yeah, this one is in the build directory, but this one isn't. Okay, so I'm gonna just add it here below. I hope this one is the last one. Let's see. Oh.
Oh no.
Now there's a. Okay,
Was that
let's check what's up.
syntax error? What was that?
Oh, inconsistent use of tabs and spaces
Oh
this
no.
one is a mess. I guess because the official one uses tabs. Okay, I need to open this one in the code editor.
Oh, does it? Okay. I'm always a spaces person. Are there tabs people here?
I actually use spaces. I mean, the Nano is set up also to use spaces. My
Yeah.
custom default.
I was
I
looking.
don't know if Bombs uses tabs or.
It should be spaces everywhere. I mean, most of my editors like I use the tab key, but then it inserts spaces. That seems to be kind of.
Yeah, same thing, same thing. Yeah,
It seems
yeah.
like
Spaces are
I
more.
feel like that's the common thing these
clean,
days.
like- Yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna edit from here. Session. All right.
Yeah, everyone's always talking about tabs and spaces being like this holy war sort of thing, but I was reading that apparently spaces is more common these days.
Oh no, it wasn't actually a space. My bad.
Oh, okay.
Completely an indentation. I guess it's so. Oh, there's also a tab here, if you can see it. Just gonna convert.
Oh shucks, yeah. Yeah, that's the tricky thing when you get like a tab that sneaks in.
Oh, permission denied. Okay. I'm getting back again. CD Palistic. Paged.
Somebody working on that. Mr. Loop, the permission denied on Android thing. That's something we should fix. I just don't know how long that's going to take. Like that might be, might have to add some like UI to like request permission to edit something or. Oh, is this working?
It's
Sweet.
working nice.
Okay,
And
cool.
it's working nice. Yeah.
Awesome,
Also,
yeah.
this one is like debugging print I'm doing from the C layer. For example,
okay.
this one is the first. These ones are the elements of the map I was talking about. I mean the list I was talking about.
Oh, okay. Cool.
You see, for example, right now there are 2 input devices, even though I'm using just 1 input device at the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's not much relevant, but could be better deleting it after the player maybe doesn't leave the game. I don't know.
If we're doing it in the C or in the Python layer, like, is there still some weird like input devices left over? Or was that only happening like when you were doing this?
No. Yeah. That stays because it's some actual default Bomb Squad C layer setting. I mean, I didn't touch that part. I just tried to erase the client ID that maybe left the game or is not used yet. But I guess the C layer keeps it stored there.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
for example, I guess as soon as you try to use the input device, it stores in that list. I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if we do,
nice.
If we add this feature on the Python layer, then it should, hopefully the C layer is all still behaving itself. Because that should be the case, I think. But yeah, that'd be my recommendation is like, since we already have the max players check on the Python layer, I would say let's just add this alongside on the Python layer.
Yeah, we could definitely do that. I could also send the code or maybe apply it in the GitHub.
Yeah, that would be great if you want
to.
Yeah, if you could do a pull request, or if not, just send the code.
Sure.
Yeah, I'd love to get this in there, and then I'll add the.
I will do it right now.
The L string. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Eric.
Cool. Thanks for showing that, and thanks for doing that. That's awesome. So, all right, I will.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye. I'll jump back to sharing and let's get playing. Oh, actually, before that. All right, everyone see me again? Okay, should be up again. All right, more bread and circuses for the masses here. Let's do this one more time. Promo codes. Testing the new promo code thing. Okay. Test. Update code. Everyone ready? 69 tokens. Copy. No, not ready? Okay, I'll give you like 10 seconds. Everyone get ready. See who has the fastest copy paste trigger fingers. Okay, we'll do a 10-second countdown and then I will okay, like 5 more seconds. And then I'll do a few second countdown. Okay, all right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck. See how long it takes. Ah, pretty good, pretty good. Okay, who got it? Oh, nice, nice. Well done. The shuffle on private parties don't... Oh, it does... Oh, interesting. Okay. Is that... That should be an easy bug to fix if that is the case. Did it used to work? Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, it definitely should. Okay. I feel like this isn't about the number of tokens or tickets. It's just about winning. It's a little competition. Okay, anyway, who wants to host a server? All right, just go for it. Time to move to the top right. Mer? Is that server up and running, or I'll try this next one? Uh-oh. Is something buggy? Uh-oh. Are other people able to join? Or yeah, did your code expire? It could be. I think they. Is anyone else able to join? Could you do stop hosting and then start hosting again? See, I'd rather not join here just because it's like I'm on the West Coast in the US. I feel like that's pretty far from most people. Oh no. Is my server infrastructure not working? What's happening here? Oh! I'm using one second. I'm running DevFleet. This is my bad. All right, give me a moment. I need to rebuild my game. Sorry, user error. Okay, I'll be there in a moment. Okay, there we go. Yeah, yeah, I was pulling, but oh my goodness. All right. Wait, what? Okay, so yeah, so I joined whoever's game that is, that's what I joined. Oh no. What's all the talk of VPNs? Are you guys like requiring? Do you guys need to use VPNs for stuff to work, or like what is? What's up? Yeah, Poland. My wife is Polish, so she'd be proud of me. Ah, disqualified Poland. What's happening? Wait, is this all races? I guess someone did someone say that? I like race, but not like only race. Yeah, go for it. I'd say let's switch to something more normal after this. Well, this is fun, but yeah. Where did I go? No. No. Oh dear. Oh dear. any defeat. Carried. You got 4 slow seconds. Is it going to be possible? Okay, so do we have a new server code? Is that this one? Alright, I'm gonna hop out. A little racing's fun, but time to do some other stuff. Okay. Doing the 8MY one. This one seems... Oh no! Whoa. Wait. Dang it! Whoa. Sorry, yeah, apparently this seems to be in America, so if, apologies to anyone elsewhere in the world. I was like, lag is great for me. Oops, as I run off a cliff anyway. Ah. Oh. Yay! Oh. Get her, get her, get her. Oh, dang. That was epic. All right, I got my 1 or 2 seconds. I'm happy. Oof. Yes, Drap? What? What? I don't have any birthdays coming up for a while, so no worries. Happy, let's see, what month is it? My birthday's in April. So is it? Might be like happy half birthday or something. Oh. Where's my little bunny? Where's my little bunny? Oh, okay, alright. High stakes here. No lives. Run away. I'm a bunny. A bunny is prey species. I must just run. Oh no! No! Leave my bunny alone! No! Oh, my bunny's dead. So sad. Yeah, there should be people hopping in and out, so if you're waiting to get in, just be patient. Moving away from Alberta? Like moving? Oh! Good throw. Oh no, Gary. No! Oh, health. Got cute Spaz up top, just minding his own business. I didn't die on purpose. I was trying to keep my bunny alive. It just didn't work. Ooh. Tupanita is pretty spot on with those impact bombs. Uh-oh. Oh no! Epic throw. Well done, Tupanita. Okay. Running a little overtime, but we got started late, so I'll do one more series. Oh. I picked up the flag for a brief moment. I'm proud of myself. Aha! 2 brief moments. Hooray! Oh. Well played, well played. Goodbye, Inval name. Whoa. Oh no, I got disconnected. That's weird. Did you close down the private party? Should we join Socks here? Alright, I'm gonna try Socks. This one should be over in Europe, so it'll give people who had no, or people who were lagging last time should have less lag this time. Oof. Hey, Flynn. One point, what? 1.9? It doesn't exist yet. I'm still alive. It's okay. Oh no. Oh no. Tupanita. No one survives Tupanita. Alright, who's it gonna be? Yes, I should recruit people as my bodyguard. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, the faulty impact bomb. I'll just run off a cliff. Don't mind me. Okay, cool. No! Ah! Where's my bodyguard? Oh, that didn't go well. Yeah, what is Pinita? Is that buddy? Friend? Like I don't know that word. Oh, Drap, do you want to shoot me a friend request? I'll accept. Wah. Oof. Oops. Oh no. The final bunny. Protect me, my bodyguard. Oh no! What have I done? What have I done? I'm so sorry. Defender of the gods until they blow up. Alright, you are freed from your defense commitment. Go forth and strike fear into your enemies. Wait, there's multiple war criminals now? What's going on? They're multiplying, like Agent Smith. Good job, war criminal. Whichever one. Oh, I wasn't last. Yay! Well, I guess I was tied for last, but... Alright, folks. Well, I gotta bounce for now. But... 'twas fun. 'Twas fun. Yeah, we're a bit over time, so I gotta get back to work. But yeah, good times. Now, the final remaining question, of course, what do we name this week's YouTube video? Is there anything interesting we talked about? It's mostly a Q&A kind of thing. Max players per client. That doesn't really have a good ring to it. War crimes. Multiple war crimes. Multi-war, yeah. Okay. All right, that's an idea. If I don't get, like, the FBI calling me over this or something. All right, well, yeah, good games, everyone. Now that I'm back from vacationing and it'll be mostly normal upcoming work week or two. Hopefully I'll get this store stuff in place. And Sock, I'm so sorry it's taken me forever to get Betty in there, but she will be the first person in the new store. So aside from the existing characters, so we're getting close. Though I will be, we'll probably have the next coffee in, the next 2 weeks, maybe 3. I'm actually heading back to Poland for a short bit. My wife's sister is getting married, so we're heading to Poland again. I've been to Poland many times this year, much more than usual. So, Sock, I'll be in your neighborhood once more. Do you know Polish? I know a handful of words and a bit here and there, but I am woefully bad at understanding Polish. I should be better at this point, so I have no excuse. I'm bad. But yeah, let's grab a beer or coffee sometime. I'm for it. We're gonna be there for a bit, so I'll probably be working most of the time. But I'll probably find. Do you have any recommendations for like cool coffee shops to work at, like in Krakow? I'll have to ping you offline. You can give me recommendations. So anyway, Green Nero. Oh, actually, I've been there several times. I spent a few days coding there, so I'll probably wind up there again. Cool. I know a place you're talking about. I feel so sophisticated. But yeah, I was there, I think over Christmas or whatever. I spent a day there. It was, a good vibe. Had several coffees and then a beer or something. So it was a good day. All right. Well, everyone, it has been fun. Sorry for the long delay between coffees, but yeah, hopefully it can be a bit more regular again for a while. So, all right, folks, been fun, and yeah, I'll get the video of this up tomorrow, and then I will see you all in the next episode in a few weeks. So, peace out, everybody.